The Interior Department will now limit environmental reviews of fossil fuel and mineral projects on public land in order to fast-track their approval. The new approach will harm the environment, harm endangered species, and harm land that's important to Native Americans. But it will make extraction capitalists rich as hell. The department claimed that President Trump's energy emergency declaration necessitates expedited reviews. And so moving forward, analyses conducted under the National Environmental Policy Act that typically take 1 to 2 years will be limited to only 14 to 28 days. The department is also restricting reviews under the Endangered Species Act and the National Historic Preservation Act, which ensures extraction projects don't harm tribal lands and sites of religious or cultural importance. At the same time, the administration is shutting down renewable energy projects that have already undergone the full review process. Oil, natural gas, coal, uranium, and other mineral industries stand to benefit the most from this new posture. There is, of course, no energy emergency in the US that would justify limiting environmental reviews. That's just a made-up crisis by the Trump administration to justify ignoring laws passed by Congress. Just like how Trump's declaration of an emergency invasion by Tren de Aragua has been used to circumvent due process for arrested migrants. The US produces the most oil of any country in the world and is also the world's largest natural gas exporter. There is no emergency except for the climate crisis emergency, which would require the government to do precisely the opposite of what it's doing. Instead of fast-tracking fossil fuel projects, it would be fast-tracking renewable energy projects and shutting down dirty energy production. Oil Change International said in response to the policy change, quote, "The Department of Interior's announcement is an attempt to silence the public's voice in decision-making, taking away tools that ensure our communities have a say in the fossil fuel project proposals that threaten our water, land, and public health." The New York Times noted that Interior Secretary Doug Burgum, who's a billionaire, has close ties with oil executives and little interest in stewarding public lands for future generations. He wants to let profiteers go nuts. Quote, "Mr. Burgum has said he viewed America's public lands and waters as part of the country's financial balance sheet, with potentially trillions of dollars worth of oil, gas, and minerals waiting to be extracted beneath the surface." Yeah, trillions of dollars that will flow to like a couple dozen capitalists.